cropped in over the previous two modes. Is it worth it? I think so, as long as you can hold your camera out far enough so it doesn't crop in too much on your face.
What we also have is gyroscopic data is recorded in this. The only other cameras I know that Sony have that do that, and I'm happy to be corrected, is the RX0 and the PXW FX9, the wonderful full frame camera that I have. So let's see what happens when we use that gyroscopic data in Catalyst Browse.
Using Sony's free Catalyst Browse software, you simply load up your clip or clips that you want to stabilise and click stabilise. You then can either have it as auto or use the manual slider to adjust how much you crop. Unlike most post-stabilisation software, you cannot actually adjust the strength of that stabilisation. That slider is simply for cropping. Once you've data, so it knows what it needs to do to stabilise it and get the best results.
So let's see what happens when we use that gyroscopic data in Catalyst Browse.
But let's have a quick look and see what Warp Stabilise would do to this same clip.
So let's see what happens when we use.
As you can see, it doesn't work at all. I tried two different sets of settings, same thing. Because Catalyst Browse has that gyroscopic data, it is able to stabilise in 50 frames per second 1080p in the high frame rate mode, displayed as HFR when switching modes. You can go even higher than this, 500 frames per second and 1000 frames per second, but there is a substantial quality drop. At 250 frames per second, the results look really quite nice. Just an FYI, if you're in NTSC mode, you'll get 240, 480 and 960 frames per second. The camera uses a buffering system to achieve this. When you press record, you'll either capture the following 2 seconds of action when in start trigger mode, or the 2 seconds that just happened when in end trigger mode. This mode is great for when you don't have control of your subject and are waiting for the shot to happen. It then transfers that shot to the SD card. It does take about 21 seconds to do that because it is creating a clip of about 21 seconds. Whilst it's doing this, you cannot record any other shots, you have to wait. Although if the shot isn't very good or something else is happening that's better, you can click cancel and it will save up to where it's got to. You can double that buffer length in the HFR menu, but at a substantial resolution drop, so I really don't recommend it. It may not seem like a lot, but you'll be surprised at what you can capture in such a short